It gives me great pleasure to be speaking virtually at the International Conclave on Clean Fuels 2022, organized by the National Institute of Engineering, Mysuru. I extend my best wishes for all successful organization of the 2 days International Conclave on a very important theme, focusing on prospects of biofuels in India. Speed कमी कर रहे हैं. I am sure that the Clean Fuels 2022 Conclave would become a great platform for entrepreneurs, investors, and academicians to exchange ideas, proposals, and innovations. India is one of the fastest growing economies leading through sustainable and climate neutral development. And India has set a target to become a net zero country by 2070. We strongly believe that the society should be livable, workable, and sustainable for all, with an important focus on ethics, ecology, and the environment. Transport plays a crucial role in the overall development of a country, and globally, India has the highest rail line length and the second largest road network, which carries millions of passengers and tons of goods every day. With increasing purchase power and ease of travel, the number of personal vehicles like cars and two-wheelers are increasing rapidly. With rapid urbanization, industrialization, growth in business activities, there is a tremendous growth in the number and the frequency of different transport modes and their movements. Unfortunately, the 80% of the energy requirement of the Indian transport sector is fulfilled through imported fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, and other petroleum products. India consumes about 30% of the world's fossil fuel needs, and we are spending about rupees 16 lakh crores on their imports. The maximum consumption of petrol and diesel as fuels, which comes to 98%, is through road transport, which emits 90% of the carbon dioxide emissions of Indian transport sector. The diesel is a very hazardous fuel for the environment and human health. There is an immediate need to decarbonize the transport sector and make it sustainable in the economy, ecology, and environmental point of view. Our government is progressing on the policy of adopting import substitute, cost-effective, pollution-free, and indigenous fuels for the transport sector. We are promoting the use of clean and green biofuels such as ethanol, methanol, bio-CNG, bio-LNG, biodiesel, and green hydrogen and electricity also. The approach of the clean fuels has multiple benefits, such as saving in oil import bills, ensuring energy security, and reduction in air pollution, a boost in rural and agriculture income, low-cost mobility, and employment. In rural and backward areas of the country, it is very important that we have to develop this sector because it is going to support to growth of economy in the rural agriculture and tribal India. And that is the need of the hour. Yesterday, 2 days before, I have a presentation from the CRRI scientist and Central Research Road Organization scientist regarding conversion of parali, the rice straw, into biobitumen. The unit is so small that we can take it that unit on tractor into the farm, and the parali, which is a very problematic for us because it creates pollution in the Delhi area, and we can convert that parali into biobitumen successfully. I seen all the experiment. I was very much impressed by it, and it is going to reduce our import of bitumen in the country. At the same time, we have successful projects where we are making bio-CNG and bio-LNG from the rice straw. The 5 ton of parali is giving 1 ton of bio-CNG, and successfully these projects are going on. We can easily convert the tractor, buses, and diesel vehicle, 4-wheelers, into bio-CNG the kits are available. By making bio CNG from Parali, we can make it, and that can be possible. LNG is also the fuel for the future, and where I got opportunity to launch LNG truck from Blue Energy Company in Pune, and that is the saving of 50% in that. We can make, in place of bio CNG, for the transport point of view, we can convert bio LNG. And by using biotechnology, we can increase the productivity of biomass, and we can use that biomass for making bio CNG and bio LNG, and also we can make the bitumen from that. We are going to formulate the policy that the liquid biobitumen we will use for in the road sector, and we are ready to purchase that. In the Panipat, already we have a good project from Indian Oil, where every day 1 lakh liter bioethanol and 150 ton of biobitumen per day from rice straw, popularly known as Parali. So these are the successful experiments which are going to create new employment potential in the rural and agriculture sector. The most important thing is we have sugar surplus, rice surplus, wheat surplus, corn surplus. It is very important for state like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. We have a huge production of sugar. Now the requirement of the sugar in the country is 280 lakh ton, and our production last year was 360 lakh ton. And now this year it may also increase by 40 to 60 lakh ton more. So it is really a big problem. So today it is the time, and it is important for the country that in place of sugar we need to convert sugar into bioethanol. We are already converting sugar cane juice into ethanol, C molasses into ethanol, BAB molasses into ethanol. And today it is a good news I am giving to you that the cabinet has taken a decision to increase the rate of bioethanol by 2 to 3 rupees liter, and that is going to be give good boost to the ethanol industry. So now we can make ethanol from sugarcane juice. We can make ethanol from even from B molasses, C molasses, and we can make ethanol from broken rice and corn. Now the problem is that in our agriculture economy, it is depending upon the global demand and supply. Now in Indian market, the commercial price of sweet corn is actually less than the MSP. And that is the reason that government has to take the purchase because of, as far as the MSP is concerned, we need to purchase that. So this type of situation, even in rice, we don't have storage capacity. In Punjab and Haryana, we are using railway platform for storage of rice. So this is the time, because of surplus production in food grain, the government has given permission to convert this food grain, corn, into bioethanol. Our requirement for ethanol is at least very high. Presently, we have only production capacity of 450 crore liter, where if we add ethanol into the petrol, 20%, our capacity will be 1000 crore liter. But now we have already launched a flex engine car from Toyota, where that car is taking 100% bioethanol. And bioethanol, that car is giving 40% electricity. So it can be a win-win situation for the consumer, and it is going to reduce the cost as far as the mileage is concerned. Even we have got auto rickshaw, scooters, motorcycles on flex engine. So because of the flex engine, we need more ethanol. Just some days before, I got appointed to meet with the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, and she was asking me that whether you are in position to export ethanol to Bangladesh. Yesterday, I have a meeting with the Transport Minister of Sri Lanka, where they also have a requirement of getting ethanol. We can export to Sri Lanka. It is also they also want ethanol from our country. Now, because of ethanol, already the petroleum minister was telling me that the petroleum ministry saved 40,000 crore. It is only because that the cost of fossil fuel, cost of crude oil in the international market, and the cost of ethanol, the saving is there. It is import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. Now we have the technology and the successful experiment making ethanol from biomass. from bamboo and from rice straw. So my dear friend Mr. Ramakrishnan is doing excellent job. Now we are in the process of making aviation fuel, bio-aviation fuel from sugarcane juice. The Praj is doing some experiment. If we can make that, that can be a great thing for the country. The Brazil is already doing lot of experiment in that direction. The other important thing is Brazil is making biodegradable plastic from ethanol. And the price of that biodegradable plastic and petroleum plastic is as long as same. So my feeling is now this is the time that we need to move towards bioplastic also. So even we can make value addition in ethanol. So our research and our scientists are doing excellent jobs. I feel that this is the time for the people like you that how we can use ethanol in different fields. So this is the field which the biofuel as a ethanol, we have got the bright future. Government is very supportive. Regarding this rice straw, parali, it is also the large scale of this biomass is available in the country. Now we are making solar power. In our power basket, the 38% of the power is solar. And our target is before end of 24, it will be 60% of the power will be the solar power. So my suggestion to all of you that this is the time that we need to develop electric as a fuel. And we will generate the power by solar and we will use that power in the transport sector. We have 1,50,000 electric buses. Just 15-20 days before I got opportunity to launch double-decker electric bus in Mumbai. So now in the country for public transport, comfortable transport, the electric bus is the good alternative. Now in Mumbai, the running diesel bus, best bus, the cost is coming 115 rupees per kilometer. But we received the tender for electric bus, 5,500 buses. We have received the tender that non-AC bus for 39 rupees per kilometer and AC bus it is 41 rupees per kilometer. In electricity there is no problem because anyone can take diesel from the tank, but it is very difficult to take electricity from the grid. So there is really a good position for all of us that we can go on electricity. At the same time, we need to develop, already we have e-scooter, e-cars, e-buses. And in our country, I am confident about it, that we should have the potential of 10 lakh electric buses. Our state transport are in big losses. We can develop the system by which mobile phone and smart card can be used as for the ticket. And in place of diesel, if we can use electricity, we can reduce the cost of the public transport by 25 to 30% and giving air conditioned good facility to the people, poor people, and good comforts, and people will prefer to go by public transport. I am really happy that this time in our country there is a lot of potential for e-vehicles. Now some of the company they have waiting list for 1 year. We are developing lithium ion battery. At the same time in battery chemistry we are developing sodium ion, zinc ion and aluminum ion. The aluminum air technology is also equally important, and also we have a lot of development in that field. So the way in which we are going forwarding our country in transport sector towards electric, that is also a good potential. We are in the process of, in due course of time, there are a lot of companies now telling to me that they are asking my time for launching of electric truck and electric tractor. So really I am happy that we are developing electric e-vehicle, and that is very important. As a transport minister, I am also telling you one thing. In our 1000 crore project, we have the cost of the diesel is 100 crore. So I already requested the transport sector that whether it is possible for you to convert your equipment on whether electricity or bio CNG or bio LNG or ethanol. When you are making diesel engine, you can make the flex engine also. Even in agriculture, we can for the spraying drones. Presently we have lithium ion battery we are using, but we can use flex engine for that, and where ethanol can be fuel for the agriculture spraying, for drone spraying, and it can be possible. I am doing a lot of experiment in my area. So my suggestion is the ethanol and electricity is indigenous fuel. At the same time, the methanol from coal is also important fuel because the requirement is too high. And now the coal, we have CBM technology is available, coal-based methane. We can make green hydrogen from water and from bio waste, organic waste, and we can make a black hydrogen from the coal, and we can make a brown hydrogen from the petroleum. My suggestion to all of you that how it can be possible for us to make green hydrogen from municipal waste. We can segregate the municipal waste from aluminium, metals, plastic and other thing, and we can segregate the organic waste, taking it to the biodigester, and we can get by using, we can get the methane, and from methane we can get the green hydrogen or bio CNG or bio LNG. Even the sewage water, we can make the purify of the water, and rooftop solar will be there for the segregation of solid waste management, and using that solar power, because the 70% cost in green hydrogen is the power. So by using that power, we will get by electrolyzer. The Bangalore, lot of people are making electrolyzer, and we are the #1 manufacturer in the world for electrolyzer now and exporting electrolyzer to the USA. So my suggestion is the electrolyzer cost is 1 crore 20 lakhs. So 1 crore 20 lakhs is not big cost. So we can get green hydrogen from the water. And now the Kirloskar has given me the generator on 100% bioethanol. So easily we can use the generator for compressing that hydrogen up to 500 bar, and we can use it in the transport sector. My dream is to make farmers, as they are already Annadata, my feeling is to make our farmers as Urja Data. Every farmer, they have got water. They can make godown for pre-cooling plant, cold storage or food grain godown, and there will be solar rooftop, and they can use that electrolyzer to get green hydrogen from that, and that can be used as a gas pump will be there, and that can be used in truck, buses and car, and that can be a future. I have got electric car. I am using electric car, then I am using hydrogen car. I have got the flex engine car, and it's a proven experiment. I always telling the people that the 4 important pillars in these sectors are very important. One is proven technology, other is economic viability, third is availability of raw material, and 4 is marketability of the finished product. When the 4 things are there, you immediately it will be a success story. So I requesting all of you that this is the time for all of you to concentrate on green hydrogen. The other important thing which I want to tell you, that the caloric value of ethanol and petrol, there was some difference. Actually, the mileage of ethanol and petrol, it was a problem. Now in Russia, they have the research that the mileage of ethanol and petrol is the same. So I call all the scientists to my home and giving presentation to the Indian Oil Chairman Vaidya and Ram Kumar from Faridabad, Indian Oil Research Laboratory, and the Petroleum Ministry and Petroleum Secretary. The Ram Kumarji and Vaidya Sahab was telling to me, sir, it's a good idea, but we feel it very difficult. But after 3 to 4 month experiments, it is proven, and now that ethanol mileage is same to the petrol, so there is no problem. So we can use ethanol as an alternative fuel for the petrol. So now the Indian Oil and the Petroleum Ministry has already accepted this. So this is to be a great revolution, and now we can make more ethanol and we can reduce the import of petrol and crude oil. We can make bitumen, we can make ethanol, we can make green hydrogen, we have successfully implemented the policy related to the electricity, and at the same time methanol is also the fuel, and coal is surplus we have. The low quality coal we can convert into methanol, and methanol also the coal can convert into urea, ammonium nitrate, and also we can make DME from that, and a 20% DME we can add into the LPG, and we will reduce the cost of LPG cylinder. So there are different innovative research available in the country. We need to have a success story. As far as commercially, we need to make it successful. Today we have got a lot of successful experiments. Alternative fuel is the great dream for the country, because import of fossil fuel of 16 lakh crore is a big economic challenge to the country. At the same time, ethics, economy, ecology and environment. These are the 3 important pillars of Indian society. And for ecology and environment also, we need to resolve as far as the pollution is a big problem. It's a great problem for the country, and now this is the time that we need to reduce the air pollution. By using this fuel, we can reduce the pollution. And the most important thing is in our Indian economy, we have 12% GDP growth from agriculture and rural sector, 22 to 24% from the manufacturing sector, and 50 to 54% from the service sector. The 65% of population of India is belong to agriculture sector, so rural sector. By developing this, saving the cost of 16 lakh crore of fossil fuel, we will create facility into rural agriculture sector, and we will make farmers as not only annadata as urja data, and we will make ethanol at the same time green hydrogen agriculture and rural sector, and we will change the economic scenario. And I am confident that at least 10% more growth from the rural agriculture area to our GDP growth will be the great thing for the country. The dream of our Honorable Prime Minister to make Indian economy of $5 trillion and Atmanirbhar Bharat, import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. I am really happy, not only in fossil fuel, but even in bitumen. We don't need to import bitumen. We have 80 lakh ton of bitumen we have, out of which 50 lakh ton of bitumen we have taken from Indian market, Indian company, and 30 lakh ton of bitumen we are importing. By making biobitumen in the country, we can resolve the issue. We can make a lot of petroleum products from the biomass. We have successfully we can use bamboo. The wasteland in the country is available, and the Karnataka has got that Bhima bamboo, where after 2 years it comes 200 ton per acre. You understand what is the economics. So by the way, using the wasteland, we will create the employment potential. At the same time, we will protect the environment. So this type of new alternative, new research, new innovations is the great strength for the country. And I always talking to the people, they are talking about two things. One is innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill and successful practices. We name it as knowledge. And conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. The other important theory is no one is waste. It is depending upon the technology. No person is waste. It is depending upon the vision of the leadership that you can convert waste into wealth. I feel that the people like you who are the eminent scientists, who are doing excellent jobs, and I remember Mr. Ramakrishnan, my old friend, and Anna Sahib Patil, and myself at the time when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. We were all trying for the biofuel, talking to the people, discussing to the people, and today now the things are moving fast. Now everyone is talking about the biofuel, alternative fuel, about pollution, about ethanol, all these things. It's really a great pleasure for all of us. And I am giving my special thanks to Ramakrishnan for his great contribution in the field of alternative fuel and biofuel. He is one of the crusaders who is doing constantly work for that. He is a great contribution in this field. I am really appreciate his initiative, his commitment for green fuels and biofuels. I am really happy that today we are developing towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, and where we need to develop alternative fuel and green fuel to boost our agriculture economy, to create more employment potential in rural agriculture India. And I am confident people like you can give more solution, more research, and by which 100% we will make Atmanirbhar Bharat. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan. That is the slogan given by Honorable Prime Minister, and you people are doing good research. I am really happy. Unfortunately, I am not there, but I am really happy. Once again, I am giving my thanks to all of you, and particularly my dear friend Mr. Ramakrishnan for his great contribution in the field of biofuel. I am really happy. I am giving my all big wishes to all of you, and giving best wishes to all of you, and I pray to God that your research, valuable research, will give a new vision to the country and new vision to the people of India, for that where India will be free from all type of pollution, and it creates a good economy and creating good employment potential into rural agriculture and tribal India. I remember always the economic philosophy of Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay, Antyodaya. The progress and development of the last man of the society who is socially, economically, educationally backward. The biofuel is going to change the life of the last man of the society. I really happy that we have now mechanized driven e-rickshaw. And I had taken a decision as a minister now today. 1 crore people was taking it's very unfortunate, unhuman system. On cycle rickshaw, the people was taking. Now it's mechanized driven e-rickshaw in the country. So it's by using the technology, we are serving the humanity. I am really happy that your all efforts, your research is going to helpful for making of new India. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Dhanyavad.